Hey friends, happy Monday. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. And we're going to get started with some writing this week. So this week we're going to finish planning out each of our ideas. So last week we planned out our food idea for our All About book. And this week we're going to plan out our animal idea, our transportation idea, and our sports idea. And then on Thursday, we're going to pick one of those ideas and we're going to draft our writing. So today we're going to be planning out our animal idea. So remember, good writers plan out ideas for their writing. That's our learning goal. That's what we are going to have done by the end of our video. And remember, we are focusing on informational writing. So you are informing or telling your readers about something specific. So like for our food idea, Ms. Greathouse told her readers all about hot dogs. So that's what we're going to be doing in the form of all about books. So by the end of this unit, you're going to have written an all about book. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to make sure you have your writing notebook and your writing utensil. So what I'm going to need you to do is grab that and then come on back. So go ahead and pause now. Awesome. Everyone is prepared now, so we're going to head on over to Miss Greathouse's writing notebook. Okay, so the first thing I have to do is I'm going to need to review my list of ideas for animals. So what I'm going to do is find that list. Here it is. So if you remember correctly, the first two were animals that we knew about. And the third one was an animal that we knew not a lot about and that we would have to do some research on. And we're going to save that for another writing project that we're going to do later. So that means I'm going to pick from penguins or hedgehogs. Now guys, when Miss Greathouse was student teaching, I helped my students write all about penguins. So I know a lot about penguins, so I'm going to choose those penguins. So you need to pick your animal that you know a lot about so that you can write your all about book about them. So I want you to think about your idea and then come on back. So go ahead and pause here. Okay, friends, so everyone has their animal idea now. So we're going to create another planning page just like we did for our food idea. So here's our one for foods. Remember, Miss Greathouse wrote about hot dogs. So we're going to turn to this page. And we are going to write the animal that we chose to write about at the top, just like we did for our food topic. So Miss Greathouse chose to write about penguins. So I'm going to write that at the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to write your animal at the top and then come on back. So go ahead and pause here. Awesome job, guys. So remember, now we have to split our paper into 4 sections again. So first we're going to draw a vertical line down the middle, and remember, vertical means up and down. Remember, it's okay if your line is not straight. And then we're going to draw a horizontal line across across the middle. So remember, horizontal is side to side or left to right. Okay, so I want everyone to do that. I'm going to give you a few seconds. Awesome job, friends. So now remember, we need to number our squares. So remember, our first square up here is going to be a number 1. So go ahead and write your number 1. And then your second square is going to be a number 2, because that's going to be our second fact. So go ahead and write that there. Then your square down here is going to be a number 3. And then your last square, girls can't talk, is going to be the number 4, your 4th square. Okay, friends. So we have a guest today again for writing. We have Mr. Henry here. And I'm going to tell him all about penguins. So I'm going to model that for you, just to remind you what it looks like when you're telling someone about your writing. Hello, Henry. Today I am going to tell you everything that I know about penguins. So I know that penguins are black and white. I know that there are different kinds of penguins. I know that penguins like to slide on their belly and dive into the water. I know that penguins like to eat fish. And I know that they live in most of them live in cold places. And, excuse me, sorry Henry, didn't want to cough on you. And I know that penguins can come in many different sizes. So sometimes there's little bitty penguins and sometimes there's really big penguins. And that's everything that I know about penguins. Okay, so I told Henry everything that I know about penguins. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your favorite stuffed animal or an adult or sibling or friend that's at your house or daycare, and you are going to tell them everything you know about your animal. And friends, this is an important step because you're going to have to record yourself telling your facts in Seesaw. So go ahead and tell your friend, whoever that is, all about your animal and then come on back. You can pause now. Okay, friends, so welcome back, and I hope that you enjoyed telling your friend, family member, stuffed animal, or whoever you told all about your animal. So Henry, he has done his work for the day, helping us out with writing, and he will be back for tomorrow's writing video as well. So say bye to Henry. Say bye, Henry. We will see you later. Okay. So what we're going to do now is head on back over to our planning page. And you guys, normally you know that we do the touch and tell, which is kind of what we just did, except we told our bear or our person or whoever. And we do our sketch and then our words. Well, because this is nonfiction, I don't want you guys to forget your facts. So we're going to do our words first. And remember, with nonfiction, we're going to write our whole sentence so that we don't forget our facts that we talked about. So remember, one thing I said to Henry was that penguins are black and white. So that's what I am going to write. Penguins are black and white. Okay, so I want you to think of your first fact that you talked about, and I want you to write that in your first box. And then you can come on back to our video. So go ahead and do that. Pause now. Awesome job, friends. We're moving on to our second fact. So I think the second fact that I said was that there are many different kinds of penguins. So I'm going to write that in my second box. There are many different kinds of penguins. Okay? So I want you to think of your second fact that you talked about, and I want you to go ahead and write that in your second box. So go ahead and pause now to do that. So pause now. Okay, friends, so we only have 2 facts left that we have to write. So for my third fact, I know I said that penguins normally live in cold places. And you'll find out eventually why Miss Greathouse said normally. So that's what I'm going to write. Penguins normally live in cold places. So what I want you to do is think of your third fact, and you're going to write that in your box and then come on back. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, friends, we just have 1 fact left to write. So another fact that I told Mr. Henry was that penguins eat fish. So in my 4th box, that is what I'm going to write. Penguins eat fish. And friends, I want you to just notice something really quick. So all of these 4 facts are sentences. They're each one sentence. So I have a capital letter at the beginning of each sentence. I have nice spaces between my words. And I have a period at the end, or punctuation. So just remember that when you're writing these. So for number 4, I have my 4th fact, penguins eat fish. So what I want you to do is think of your 4th fact, write it in your 4th box, and then you'll come on back. So go ahead and pause now. Awesome job, friends. So now we're going to do quick sketches. And for this one, Miss Greathouse is going to grab a pencil. If I can find one, friends, give me 1 second. I just had it. Here it is. So Miss Greathouse is grabbing a pencil. And you guys know normally I don't write in pencil so that you guys can see better. But I am going to write in, or I'm going to draw in pencil. Mainly because, guys, you know Miss Greathouse is not the best artiste, and that's okay. So Miss Greathouse is going to attempt to do a quick sketch of a penguin. And my pencil broke, guys. So you're going to do quick sketches for all of yours as well. Here's his little beak and his little eyeball. And his little feet. Okay. So there's my little penguin. He's a very fat penguin, but that's okay. And we're going to draw this for his little belly and his little arm. So there's my penguin. So this one I said penguins are black and white. So this one, I don't need to color it now, but I would just make sure that I definitely colored it when I did my published piece. So then I said there are many different kinds of penguins. So I would probably draw a bunch of different penguins. I'm going to draw 2 for the sake of time. Get their little beak and his little eyeball. And so I would just draw a lot of different kinds of penguins. So then down here I said penguins normally live in cold places. So I think I'm going to draw some quick snowflakes. And then a little penguin living in his cold place. And in the last one, I said penguins eat fish. So I might just draw a fish here. And a little penguin. So just like that, super quick sketches about your facts. They don't have to be perfect, but they do need to match what you wrote. So what you guys are going to do now is you're going to go ahead and draw all your sketches, and then you can come on back to the video. So go ahead and pause now. Awesome job, friends, and I can't wait to see your pictures on Seesaw. Even if you're in Miss Tappy or Miss Gilmore's class, we still go over each other's, or we look at each other's students' work, and we talk about how fantastic or how much of a fantastic job that you guys have done. So what you're going to do now is you're going to head on over to Seesaw. You're going to record yourself telling us all the facts you know about your animal, and then you're just going to post a picture of this, and you are done. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will be working on our sports idea, and then we will work on our transportation idea on Wednesday, and Thursday we will draft one of our ideas. So I look forward to seeing all of your guys' animal planning page, and seeing you guys tomorrow. So have a great rest of your day, guys.